Darren Schwartz with The Space Between. We're a yoga studio based in Chicago with locations at the Hoxton Hotel in River North and then also on the World Wide Web with daily live stream classes. We are so thrilled to be partnering with the Hoxton Hotel and the Pop-Up to celebrate International Women's Day. The theme of International Women's Day this year is Choose to Challenge, challenging the status quo, challenging gender bias, and challenging anything that stands in our way of growth and transformation. And I'm excited to be with you today to prepare the body, the mind, and the spirit for the challenge ahead. And before we get started, I want to invite you to create a sacred space for yourself. One of my favorite ways to create a sacred space is to burn some Palo Santo. It's a holy wood. You might have heard of sage or Palo Santo before. Kind of clears the energy and holds positive energy in the space. So just give it a nice light. Let it catch on fire. Watch it glow and burn for a little bit. And then blow it out and walk around your space, kind of waving the Palo Santo, allowing the smoke to fill up the space with a beautiful scent. And hold that energy in. One of the most powerful tools that we have is our breath, our prana, our life force. That is probably our most important and vibrant tool that we have to prepare ourselves for any challenge ahead. And so today I'm going to take you through some breathwork practices that will help you drop in to tune into yourself so that you can prepare for the challenge ahead. So I'm going to invite you to take a nice seat, whether it's seated on your heels like I'm seated today, or seated in a comfortable seat with your legs crossed. You could also be laying down, but root down into your seat or root down into your mat, into the earth, and really settle in for a moment. And if it feels safe, I invite you to close your eyes, to really tune in, to arrive in your space, to arrive in this moment. Maybe place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just take a cleansing breath in through your nose, filling up your entire being, creating space in yourself. And then open your mouth, exhale, and let it go. Inhale in through your nose, fill up your belly, fill up your ribs, fill up your chest. Hold at the top. And then open your mouth, exhale to let it go. One more time, just like that. Inhale in through your nose. Filling up, creating space in your body, making room for anything that you wish to call in. Hold that breath at the top. Root down into your seat. Allow the crown of your head to grow a little closer to the sky. Hold that breath in just one more moment. And then open your mouth, exhale, and sigh it all out, releasing anything that which is not yours, anything that which is too heavy to carry. Just lay it down. You can release your hands from your body. And now we're going to try a practice called box breathing. We're going to inhale for an even count. We're going to hold at the top for an even count. We're going to exhale for an even count and then hold at the bottom of that box for an even count. So we'll start with something simple like 4 counts. So I invite you again to close your eyes if that feels safe, or just set a light gaze, maybe down on your knees if you don't want to close your eyes. Inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the bottom for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to 6 this time. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just return to your normal breath for a moment. Just the even inhales, the even exhales, that breath that just flows freely through your body, through your lungs, through your belly, your chest. Just take a moment to find that center. And now we're going to try a practice called single channel breathing. This is truly my favorite breathwork practice. It helps me drop into my meditation practice. I do it before I teach. I do it before at the beginning of my yoga classes. And we're going to breathe in through one nostril and out the other. And then we're going to switch the direction of that breath. So with your right hand, place your right thumb on the outside of your right nostril and your ring finger on the outside of your left nostril. Press your thumb into your right nostril to close off the right nostril. Inhale in through the left side. At the top, switch your fingers, press your ring finger into the left nostril and breathe out the right. At the bottom, switch out your fingers, inhale in through the left. Switch out your fingers, exhale out the right. Inhale in through the left. Our left is our lunar side, our heart side, our feminine side, our receiving side. And at the top, exhale out the right. The giving side, the fire side, our more masculine side. One more time, inhaling in through the left side. Exhale out the right. And let's change the direction now. Press into your left nostril. Inhale in through the right. Switch out your grip at the top. Exhale out the left. Switch your fingers. Inhale in through the right. Switch your fingers. Exhale out the left. Inhale in through the right. Exhale out the left. And then one more time on each side. Inhale in through the right. And at the top, I invite you to hold your breath there, feeling the fullness of your breath and your body, this life force moving through you. And then release your left nostril. Let it all go. You can release your hands down to your lap. You can return to a normal breath, even inhales, even exhales. Now I invite you to try a child's pose. So taking your big toes to touch, your knees wide, sink your hips back towards your heels. Really reach the hips, the butt toward your heels as you reach your arms forward, really creating space and length in your body. Let your torso melt through your chest. Maybe place your forehead down on the mat, rocking from side to side, giving your third eye just a little massage. It's almost as if you're moving in two directions at once. Your hands are moving forward, your hips are moving back, you're creating space in your body. And just spend a couple full rounds of breath here in this child's pose. Take one more full round of breath here. And from here, make your way to a tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and just take a moment to take any organic movement that might feel nice in your body. It's early in the day, so we want to wake up our body, twisting and turning, just kind of lubricating the joints, the spine. And when you're ready, come to stillness. Inhale, drop your belly, shine your heart through your shoulders as you look up for a cow pose. And as you exhale, dome your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, drop in for cow pose. Exhale for cat. Just moving through the spine, waking it up. Inhale one more time for cow. Exhale for cat. And then come to a neutral tabletop, keeping your left hand planted into the mat. Inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky. Look up towards your right fingertips. And then thread the needle, sending your right arm underneath your left, dropping down to the right shoulder, the right temple. Your left hand can stay in front of your face, or you can walk it forward, feeling a little more sensation in the left side of your body. Left hand back by your face, pressing into the mat. Inhale, sweep the right hand high. And then place the right hand down on the mat. Inhale, sweep your left hand high to the sky. Look up toward those left fingertips. Thread the needle. Send your left arm underneath the right. You can keep that right hand where it is or extend it out in front of you, lengthening the right side of the body. Right hand back by your face. If you've moved it, inhale, sweep the left hand high. Look up. Plant the left hand down on the mat. Walk your hands about one palm print forward. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, Darren Schwartz with the space between. It's a generous bend in those knees. No need to keep them straight. Darren Schwartz with the space. Stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Shoulders on top of the hips, head on top. Darren Schwartz. Root into your feet, palms facing forward. Draw the shoulders down, away from your ears and down your back. Inhale, sweep your hands high to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Draw the palms together and pull them into your heart. Samastitahi, standing at attention, standing at your own command. Press the thumbs into the heart, lift up the heart. Maybe close your eyes again. Take an inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale to let it go. Inhale your hands high, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. Hinge at the hips, open the arms wide as you swan dive forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands high in a half sun salutation A. Draw the palms into your heart. Lift up the heart. Take an inhale. Open your mouth, exhale to let it go. One more time, inhale your hands high. Exhale, dive through. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Just take a moment here. Wrap your arms around your head, reach for opposite elbows, take a ragdoll, swaying from side to side.
Release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your left foot back to the back of the mat. Lower your back knee down, untuck your toes. Sweep your hands high. Anjaneyasana. Imagine dragging that right heel back, pressing your left knee forward. Cactus your arms, kiss the shoulder blades together at your back. Press your heart forward. Inhale your hands high. Sweep them down to the mat. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Step back to plank. And then shift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto the tippy toes. Tiptoe your feet forward to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands high, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute, look up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot back to the back of the mat. Drop your back knee down, untuck your toes, sweep your hands high. Anjaneyasana on the left side. Drag that left heel back as your right knee presses forward. Again, cactus your arms, kiss the shoulder blades together at the back. Shine your heart forward. Inhale your hands high. Take them back down to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step back to plank and pause here. Hinge forward. Slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Hands by your low ribs, squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. One more time, cobra pose, and let's stay here for a moment. Look down your nose to lengthen the back of your neck. Squeeze those elbows together in toward your ribs. Imagine dragging your hands backwards, trying to propel yourself forward on your mat. Exhale, lower. Take your knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch as you bend your knees, hands underneath your shoulders. Press back to child's pose. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose, sinking your hips towards your heels, reaching your hands forward. We've been here before, so it should feel familiar. Rest your head, your forehead on the mat, and rock it side to side. That third eye, your center of intuition. Give that a little massage. Wake it up a little bit. And then walk your hands back towards your knees. Sit up nice and tall and swing your legs out in front of you. Make your way all the way down to your back. We're going to do a little body scan meditation. Something that is really important to prepare ourselves for anything is to be able to listen to our bodies, is to be able to tune in, to know what's going on with our bodies. So I invite you to lay down, to find a really comfortable, restful position. Imagine your entire body just softening a little bit. We don't realize it, but we carry so much tension in our body. You can usually feel it in your shoulders. You can probably feel it in your hips. But we don't often take the time to soften, to release some of that tension so that we can tune in, so that we can listen to what's going on with our bodies. So hopefully you're laying down in a comfortable position. And if it feels comfortable and safe, I invite you to close your eyes, to take another cleansing breath in and a cleansing breath out. Take your attention now to the soles of your feet, the part that is most often connected to this earth, those feet that carry your entire body through your life. We put so much pressure and so much weight on our feet. Take your loving kindness and your attention to your feet, and imagine just softening there. Thanking your feet for carrying you through this life. Move up a little bit into your shins and imagine a glowing, warm light just kind of washing over your shins, releasing some tension, some tightness from your shins, wrapping around to the calves, the backs of the legs, softening there. Moving up into your hips. Our hips are often a place where we carry a lot of emotional tension. A lot of things get stored in our hips. Probably heard people talk about maybe crying in pigeon pose. You get into pigeon pose and all of a sudden you start to cry. It's because when we open up our hips, the emotional center opens up. So imagine now bringing your loving kindness, your mind's eye to your hips, and imagine that glowing warm light just pouring over your hips like honey, just softening there. Releasing anything that doesn't belong to you, anything that you wish to no longer carry. Simply let it go. Moving into your belly. Bring your attention to your belly. As women, I think so often we stand up tall, we hold it in, we suck it in because that's what society tells us to do, and it's time to just let it go. It's time to just be who we are, to be proud of who we are, and to be proud of how beautiful we are. Bring your mind's eye to your belly and just let it soften. Travel up a little bit into your heart, that loving, good heart of yours. We try so hard to protect it, but oftentimes we can't, and that's okay. I often think probably just be better if we lived with our hearts wide open. Sure, we might get hurt a little bit, but it's better to allow what comes into the heart than to block out anything good as well. So bring your attention to your heart. Bring that warm, golden, honey-like light to your heart and let it melt. Let it open. Let the sun shine out of it. Travel up into your throat, our communication center, a place so often that we have to use restraint. We're told not to say things because of how we might sound, how we might appear, how we might come across as women. Now is your time to use your voice. Let that golden light just wash over your throat to strengthen that communication center, to say what needs to be said, to say it with kindness, but to say it clear and to say it loud. Travel up to the space between your eyebrows, the third eye, the place of intuition, the place where we know things. As women, our intuition is so strong. Strengthen that place, but right now, just release a little tension from the eyes. If you're squinting, if you're holding on tight, let them soften a little bit. By softening, we also strengthen. There is a perfect balance between grace and effort. And right now, let grace wash over your third eye, that intuition center. And now travel to the crown of your head, where your hair meets your scalp, right at the top of your head. That place that's super close to the divine, our crown. Let it open. Let the light shine out of you. Let it soften. Start to move back down through your body. Allow your jaw to go slack. Maybe release the tongue from the roof of your mouth into your shoulders. Let them drop away from your ears. Let the weight of the world roll off of your shoulders. Let the earth absorb that weight. Back down into your heart, through your belly, softening in the hips, thanking those strong, sturdy legs on which we stand every single day, on which we fight every single day. Soften there.
Through softness, we find strength. And now travel back down to the soles of the feet, rooting you down into the earth, into the here and now, connected to one another, connected to everything through the roots of our body. Just find softness everywhere. And when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rock your head from side to side, maybe lick your lips. Take an inhale, stretch your arms long overhead, stretching from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. And then roll to one side or the other, drawing your knees towards your chest, resting your head on one of your biceps in the fetal position. This is my favorite place. The fetal position is the place where we begin again. It's the place of renewal, of rebirth, where we wake up ready for that challenge. And when you're ready, find a comfortable seat. I invite you to keep your eyes closed. Maybe place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly again. Take an inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale to let it go. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale to release. Once more in community, let's take a nice big breath in, filling up and taking up all the space that is ours. Open your mouth, exhale to let it go. Draw the palms of your hands together, press your thumbs into your heart, and bow your chin into your chest, a sign that you honor yourself every single day. May you give love to those around you, and may you always remember to give love to yourself. Press your thumbs towards your lips. May the words that you speak be loving and kind toward others, and may they always be loving and kind toward yourself. Press your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows, the place of knowing, of intuition. May your thoughts be loving and kind toward others, and may they always be the most loving and the most kind toward yourself. Together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Darren Schwartz with The Space Between, and I'm here with the Pop-Up and the Hoxton Hotel and our sponsors, and we're just thrilled to spend International Women's Day with you. Choose to challenge and be ready for it.
Hi, my name is Michaela. I am the manager of Arch Apothecary, located in the heart of Old Town in Chicago, Illinois. Your skin. You can just mist this finely all over the face. There are suspended essential oils in this product, also from Amora Vita. This is called the Magic Moisture Mist. I like to give it a quick little shake prior to spraying. And then following that, I am using a rescue serum from Joanna Vargas. Joanna Vargas she's an esthetician based out of New York City in Brooklyn, and she wanted to create a skincare line that was a little bit more on the natural side, that also had a beautiful fragrance to it, but there are no synthetic fragrances in this product. So this is a vitamin C product, but it has the slip and feel of a dry oil. What I'm gonna be using next is the Chantecaille Radiance Elixir. This is one of Chantecaille's newer skincare products. Chantecaille will be using some of their makeup later on today. They are a skincare and makeup line. The beautiful thing about this product here is that it is great for both makeup lovers and skincare lovers. It's a good introductory product if you are newer to investing in skincare, but you already love investing in good makeup products. Okay, so as you can see here, just on Elisa's skin, she has like a soft, nice radiant glow, and this is just from a few different products. Now, the third product that I'm gonna put on her is the Daily Serum, also from Joanna Vargas, juice for your face, if you will. It's designed to hydrate and alkalize your face. So this is great for most skin types. I would actually recommend this product to just about any one of my clients, especially in the 25 to 40 age range. You always have to have a good eye cream if you are investing in your skincare. That is essential, and a lot of times clients will wait till they're a little bit on the older side, but you wanna think about an eye cream as preventative anti-aging especially. This is probably one of my desert island products, as I like to call it. It is the Chantecaille Stress Repair Concentrate Plus. So it is packed with antioxidants. As I mentioned, most of the Chantecaille products have a high level of antioxidants and peptides within the formula. And then the unique thing about this product is that there's also caffeine in the formula. So you can go ahead and just look up for me. I'm just applying this all around the eye area. And then the last thing that I'm gonna be using for her skincare routine is the Natura Bissé Oxygen Cream. So Natura Bissé is a skincare line based out of Barcelona. They're a family-owned company. They've been on the market for 20 plus years. They are the closest skincare line, one of the closest skincare lines that you can get to clinical without actually being clinical. The whole oxygen line from Natura Bissé also helps if you feel like you're experiencing any sort of breakouts. I know we've all been wearing masks for a while now. This is another Chantecaille product. It's their lip potion. Rose oil is the base in this product. Your basic everyday lip balm. You can just go ahead and open softly for me. Perfect. We're ready to jump in now to the makeup side of things. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Elise's eyes. I am using, they are called iPods from a brand called Westman Atelier. This Real Skin, it's a concealer stick and it also doubles as a foundation stick, but it's a little bit more on the smaller side. I love to recommend that clients keep one in their purse for like touch-ups throughout the day. It's great for under the eye area. It's also great for any spots that you feel like you just need a little bit more, you need a little bit more coverage on any spots, any redness areas. Go ahead and close for me. I'm also just bringing a little bit up under her eyelid for like a soft base prior to putting on any shadow. And then what I like to do with this Real Skin is just follow up with a little bit, if you have a blender, beauty blender or a sponge at home you like to use, just to finish out that product. You really want it to look really smooth, even, especially under the delicate eye area. I also like to drag the sponge or brush across the product itself, just so then you avoid any of that cakey looking, heavy feeling of concealers. And then following that, I'm just going to do a very soft, warm eye look. So what I'm using here is an iPod from Westman Atelier. It's in between a cream and a powder. So it's a really buildable, soft formula. I'm using one of the Westman Atelier eyeshadow brushes for this. You can go ahead and close for me. I like to use the flat brush just to sweep it all over the lid. You can bring it up under the brow bone a little bit. So the next product that I'm going to use is a Claudio Riaz. It's actually a bronzing palette, but it doubles as an eyeshadow palette. It's great because you get a lot of those like warm, soft colors here. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this tan or taupe color. I always like to tap off a little bit of the excess. You can go ahead and close for me. All right, and then I'm gonna take another one of these eyeshadow pods. I'm using a different eyeshadow brush, also from Westman Atelier. It's eyeshadow 2. So it has a little bit more of a domed surface, but it's not super condensed on the tip of the brush. I feel like now, rather than like talking about a big night out with my clients, I'm talking about like what this past year has been for them and how they want to feel special for themselves. A lot of women will be like, I just really want to up my skincare and makeup routine, so when I go home or when I'm on a Zoom call, I really get to feel like my authentic self. I'm still keeping it soft. I'm going in with that in between chocolate and plum shade just in the corner, just because she has a little bit of like, she has a really nice brow bone, so we just like want to accentuate that a little bit, but when her eyes are open, you'll still see a lot of those coppery tones coming through. And also, this is a Chantecaille. This is called the Le Stylo pen. This has caffeine built into the formula as well, and it's more of a light coverage concealer, but we use the Real Skin stick already, so this is just made to brighten the under eye a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the Westman Atelier foundation. She is shade neutral. I'm also using the Westman Atelier foundation brush. It's a flat brush. I like to drag the brush across the product. It's a cream formula, does have hyaluronic acid built into the formula as well, so I like to just gently press this into the skin. This is going to create a nice dewy finish under her skin without looking heavy, without looking like she's wearing a ton of foundation. It's mostly like a second skin. So you can also dab the product across and then lightly press into the skin with your finger. So really what I'm doing here is just creating a soft look for Elise, but not completely covering her skin. And then anytime you feel like you want to correct any other spots, I do like to drag the product across the brush, just so then you're not accidentally getting too much product. Then you can go back in with the sponge that you have, just to perfect the process. So then to finish off Elise's look, I'm going to want to give her, especially since we are dealing with the winter in Chicago, I just want to give her a nice sun-kissed look. Just soften her up a little bit. I'm using a blush stick from Westman Atelier. So for here to start, I'm going to use my finger just to lightly dab onto her cheekbones. And then I like to blend that out with a brush. Again, you can drag the product across. This is a domed powder brush, also from Westman Atelier. Now I'm going to be using one of my favorite brushes, again from Westman Atelier. This is the domed blender brush. It's a really dense brush, really multi-purpose. I'm going to be using this. It's called Peau de Pêche. It's a highlighting cream. I like to lightly dab the product with the brush, and then I'll also carry that over her cheekbones. So this is in between a blush and a highlighter, if you will. So it's going to give her, just accentuating her natural cheekbones, giving her a soft, summer-kissed look. Here I'm just going back over a few spots on Elise. Since she does use some treatment products throughout the week, she is a little bit more on the dry side. So I am just applying, it's called Future Skin. It's another foundation, but it's very, very hydrating. Again, this is from Chantecaille, so it's not gonna be heavy, it's not gonna be a dense formula. It's really based and rooted in skincare. I just wanna make sure that she looks fresh, dewy, and hydrated throughout the day. So to finish her off, I'm going to just softly fill in her brows and then apply some mascara, and we'll basically be done. So this is a waterproof brow definer. And when you're filling in your brows, I like to just use really soft micro strokes following the natural curve of her brows. Then I like to turn it over and use the spoolie on the other side just to comb the product through her brows, just so they stay in place throughout the day. You don't look like you have brow product in your brows. She is fortunate that she has pretty thick, full brows anyways. Just to give her a little bit more of a dewy, soft finish for the rest of the day, I'm just applying, this is called Brûlée. It's also from Westman Atelier. It's a lit stick, so it's a highlighting stick, but unlike a lot of highlighters that are powder-based, this is cream-based. And then everyone needs a good soft lip color for a natural look, so I'm going to be using a Chantecaille lip color today called Mirage in the lip brush from Westman Atelier. You can just relax your lips for me. This is a soft neutral. Elise has great lips anyways, and they're on the pinky side, so I just want to accentuate some of that natural color that she already has. And the nice part about a look like this is that you really, if like you're just casually running errands, you can still have this look. If you're on a Zoom call, if you're going to a job interview, there's lots of ways that this look can be really versatile, but then you can, it is interchangeable if you wanted to add even just like a dark liner with this look or swap out for a darker lip color, then you're ready to go for evening too. Just clear brow gel. It comes with a spoolie, so you just brush it through. I like to comb it upwards, not get any in your hair. This is just gonna set the brows in place without being heavy or feeling sticky. This is also a Chantecaille formula, has lash boosting peptides built into the formula. So this is gonna condition and strengthen your lashes without having to add another step or a serum. This is probably one of my favorite products. You can just look directly at me here and just relax. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is just spray that moisture mist that we used earlier in the skincare routine right. Hi, my name is Michaela. I am the manager of Arch Apothecary, located in the heart of Old Town in Chicago, Illinois. We are a luxury skincare and makeup beauty boutique. We offer a variety of express services ranging from brow wax and tint services all the way to like wedding makeup application services. Huge shout out to Kevin and Molly for featuring us today from the Pop-Up Chicago. It's always a huge opportunity to be recognizing what it means to be a woman in business. So I would love to just jump in here today. I have a model. Her name is Elise. She is going to be posing for me. It's really important when you are investing in makeup and skincare that you think about your skincare as an investment piece. A lot of clients come to me like feeling like there's something lacking in their routine. So when you think about your skincare health, you really want to make sure that you have a great foundation. So then when you are applying any makeup over the top on your, so as you can see, like you still look exactly like yourself, just like a little bit more glammed up. This is something that you can do really easily at home. Really, we only use like a few products, so they're just key products that you can use to just like enhance your natural beauty on a day whenever you're feeling like you need a little bit more glam. That's definitely something that I do always like to talk to my clients about, is that like makeup and skincare health is never covering up anything that you don't like about yourself. It's just identifying where you feel like you could work to change a few little things and how that makeup really works into your routine just to enhance your already beautiful face. Huge shout out to Kevin and Molly. Thank you so much again. This was really fun. I really appreciate it, and I hope everyone learned a little bit along the way. Hi, my name is Michaela. I am the manager of Arch Apothecary, located in the heart of Old Town in Chicago, Illinois. We are a luxury skincare and makeup beauty boutique. We offer a variety of express services ranging from brow wax and tint services all the way to like wedding makeup application services. Huge shout out to Kevin and Molly for featuring us today from the Pop-Up Chicago. It's always a huge opportunity to be recognizing what it means to be a woman in business. So I would love to just jump in here today. I have a model. Her name is Elise. She is going to be posing for me. It's really important when you are investing in makeup and skincare that you think about your skincare as an investment piece. A lot of clients come to me like feeling like there's something lacking in their routine. So when you think about your skincare health, you really want to make sure that you have a great foundation. So then when you are applying any makeup over the top on your skin, that you have a beautiful canvas to work with. What I'm going to be doing today on Elise is just a really nice, soft, natural look to just complement her already beautiful features. I'm going to be using the Hydra Melting Cleanser. It's from a brand called Amora Vita. So Amora Vita is a line from Budapest. It is a more natural, clean skincare line. All of their products have 26 to 27 minerals within each product. The only skincare brand on the market that currently uses thermal water technology. So there is the most thermal active lake in Budapest. Budapest is all about the healing waters, the natural energy, very mineral rich. So when you think about minerals on your skin, you're really changing your skin intrinsically rather than extrinsically. I'm just applying this all over her skin. This product does contain some copper in it as well, so it's going to be great as a daytime or evening cleanser. You do want to follow up with a good toner. This is something that you want to make sure that you're using every day, AM and PM. This is something that's going to balance the pH in your skin and reintroduce hydration into your skin. You can just mist this finely all over the face. There are suspended essential oils in this product, also from Amora Vita. This is called the Magic Moisture Mist. I like to give it a quick little shake prior to spraying. And then following that, I am using a rescue serum from Joanna Vargas. Joanna Vargas she's an esthetician based out of New York City in Brooklyn, and she wanted to create a skincare line that was a little bit more on the natural side, that also had a beautiful fragrance to it, but there are no synthetic fragrances in this product. So this is a vitamin C product, but it has the slip and feel of a dry oil. What I'm going to be using next is the Chantecaille Radiance Elixir. This is one of Chantecaille's newer skincare products. Chantecaille will be using some of their makeup later on today. They are a skincare and makeup line. The beautiful thing about this product here is that it is great for both makeup lovers and skincare lovers. It's a good introductory product if you are newer to investing in skincare, but you already love investing in good makeup products. Okay, so as you can see here, just on Elisa's skin, she has like a soft, nice radiant glow, and this is just from a few different products. Now, the third product that I'm gonna put on her is the Daily Serum, also from Joanna Vargas, juice for your face, if you will. It's designed to hydrate and alkalize your face. So this is great for most skin types. I would actually recommend this product to just about any one of my clients, especially in the 25 to 40 age range. You always have to have a good eye cream if you are investing in your skincare. That is essential, and a lot of times clients will wait till they're a little bit on the older side, but you wanna think about an eye cream as preventative anti-aging especially. This is probably one of my desert island products, as I like to call it. It is the Chantecaille Stress Repair Concentrate Plus. So it is packed with antioxidants. As I mentioned, most of the Chantecaille products have a high level of antioxidants and peptides within the formula. And then the unique thing about this product is that there's also caffeine in the formula. So you can go ahead and just look up for me. I'm just applying this all around the eye area. And then the last thing that I'm gonna be using for her skincare routine is the Natura Bissé Oxygen Cream. So Natura Bissé is a skincare line based out of Barcelona. They're a family-owned company. They've been on the market for 20 plus years. They are the closest skincare line, one of the closest skincare lines that you can get to clinical without actually being clinical. The whole oxygen line from Natura Bissé also helps if you feel like you're experiencing any sort of breakouts. I know we've all been wearing masks for a while now. This is another Chantecaille product. It's their lip potion. Rose oil is the base in this product. Your basic everyday lip balm. You can just go ahead and open softly for me. Perfect. We're ready to jump in now to the makeup side of things.
it's Atina Colada here from Colada's Kitchen, celebrating International Women's Day with a pop-up and our sponsors, Bullet Bourbon. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a brown sugar bourbon glazed salmon with grits and a sauteed collard green. Cool, so the first thing we're going to start with is making our marinade. So we're going to take our brown sugar, we're going to throw that in a bowl. We're going to take our soy sauce, toss that in there. Take our bullet bourbon, can't go without that. Put that in there. The juice from 2 limes. I wish I had fresh ginger, but I only have this ginger juice, so I'm just gonna throw a splash of that. If you have fresh ginger, just grate some in there. Mix. If you are gay, then you're gonna have your Colada's Kitchen House blend. We're gonna go ahead and throw about, I'd say, maybe a tablespoon and a half of that in there. If you don't have that, it's okay. Go ahead and get you some. Just go ahead and put about half tablespoon of salt and a half tablespoon of pepper in there, and just go ahead and mix that up. For you guys at home, you're gonna be popping this in the refrigerator right now. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. Regular Ziploc bag. You're gonna try to get as much air out as possible. About 15 minutes through, just kind of mix it around, but keep it in the fridge. And so, as we do that, we're gonna start working on our grits. We're also gonna preheat our oven. We're gonna put it on a broil, so you can actually put it on a high broil. And then, let's start on the next thing.
So you're gonna go ahead and dice up that bacon, add that to a hot skillet. Get that nice and brown a little bit, and then go ahead and add your shallots to that. Let those shallots get a little bit translucent as you just start to mix that around. If you want to, you can add a jalapeno now, a diced jalapeno, and just kind of saute that with it. The jalapeno is optional. Now we're gonna start working on our grits. You're gonna go ahead, take your saucepan, add 4 cups of almond milk. Let that get a nice boil to it. You can put a little bit of salt and pepper in the milk along with like a knob of butter, and then let that just get a nice rolling boil. Once it starts to boil, it may foam up, so just go ahead and reduce the heat on that, and then whisk in your grits. So you want to whisk them in really good, and once they're nice and whisked in, go ahead and cover that on a low heat, and just keep an eye out on it. Whisk it so that it stays nice and creamy. If you need to add more liquid, don't be shy, but we're pretty much just following the box instructions on how you would normally make grits. Go ahead and put those you can take those salmon fillets out. It should be about 30 minutes, or if you want to do this ahead of time, that's the best way. Pop them out of the fridge, go ahead and put them on a nice broiler pan and pop them into the oven. We're gonna get them into the oven for about, I would say 11 or 12 minutes. Check depending on your oven and how hot it gets, or everyone's ovens may vary, so I would say just check the temperature on them once you pull them out. It should be 140 degrees. If not, pop them back in. If so, pull them on out once they're done.
This is the end of side 1 of this record. Please now, turn it over for the second side. The second side.
To make that I haven't yet. One thing that I don't really know how to make, which is probably like cardinal sin, and most people will be like, really? I'm not really good at gravy, so I want to like master making gravy because I'm horrible at it. But another question was something I always have in the pantry. I keep red onions on deck. I probably put red onion in everything. What else? Maybe like broccolini. I really like broccolini. What's a good brine for chicken or seafood? Honestly, I don't really brine a lot. One of my like seafood tricks is when I make salmon, I usually give it a quick soak in like vinegar and water, and that just kind of takes away any like aftertaste. Honestly, my mom always did it, so I do it with salmon and lamb and a few other things. I don't think that would constitute as a brine, but it is just like a little trick that I do, and most people who hate lamb end up loving it when I do it. So what's my go-to meal to I'm not a big sweet eater, but this is something that I could always eat. It's not overbearing, but it's still like really good. This, so I'm giving you guys like a bonus recipe. This is gonna be some bourbon, honey, pineapples, and then later on we're gonna top it with some ice cream. Some of my favorite desserts are probably, I really like obviously cobbler. Like I make a lot of peach cobbler. And then I literally have like one cookie that I'm really good at making. Other than that, I'm not really a big fan of baking. It's just a little bit too many rules in baking for me, and I kind of like to just do my own thing. First meal I made where I realized I could cook. Oh, probably steak. When I was a kid, I was like the queen of steaks. Like my parents would come to me to like make the steaks because that was like the first thing I ever learned how to cook, and I just like perfected it. And then from then on, it was like, you're making all the steaks. So really, this recipe is kind of like freestyle. I'm obviously gonna give you guys some real numbers to use, but it's kind of just like if you're feeling real sweet. The key is the cinnamon and the bourbon, because those are gonna like really bring out the flavor of the pineapples.
What's something that you love to cook but you don't like to eat?
Something I love to cook but don't like to eat.
This is the end of side 1 of this record.
I guess I can't say steak again because I don't really
Second side.
eat a lot of beef. I don't know. I like to eat all together, so. But I do find myself enjoying cooking what other people want. So I really like am good with people like giving me what they want to eat as opposed to like me coming up with the menu. You can literally serve this with ice cream, whipped cream, however you want to do it, but we going full on calories. Celebrating women. Let's do it. Do what you want. So easy. Alright, you ready to plate? And I'm gonna have to say cheers to Bullet Bourbon for sponsoring this. Cheers to women. Cheers to all of us making it happen. It's been a whole pandemic and we have survived. And I'm gonna go out and say the women have led us through. And cheers to us. Cheers to Bullet. They start to get stiff, but you can always just add more liquid. They'll always absorb. So.
This is the end of side 1 of this record.
Go.
Please now, turn it over to the
Separates
second
at the
side.
bottom.
The second side.
I like to make it cute, so I'm trying to put the greens. I mean, obviously you can plate this however you want to plate it. This side. this out for like a portobello mushroom. That would be really good. So you can do a lot with this meal. Like almost like a bacon